Alibaba.com. Made in China, bitch.
Get sat down, get the tea ready, because everything, and I mean everything, is kicked off. Coming up on John Kuckian Exposed. Kuckian Cosmetics is still causing injuries to others. His cosmetics are cookie crap. If his cosmetics are really made in a European lab, then why did his manufacturer send him an Oriental Chinese decoration? The Kuckian Foundation is a scam. Then he went on his Snapchat holding a knife, insinuating self-harm. He downloaded the video and uploaded it to his channel with his watermark on it and claimed that it was his own. Oh, hey, pretty girl, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Mango Tea. Mango Tea. Made in China, bitch. Drama Poodle. Do you have drama for Daddy? Tell me the drama. My goodness, Drama Poodle, I had no idea about that. Thank you for telling Daddy the drama. Bitch, Drama Poodle was just telling me all the latest drama surrounding John Kuckian. So put on your seatbelt, get ready. We have a lot to cover today. Cue the video. Hey girl, and welcome to Mango Tea. If you're new here, my name is Steven Mango. I'm a drama channel. I expose YouTubers. We talk about the beauty community. So if you don't want to miss a thing and you want to stay up to date with all the latest YouTube drama, go down below and click the subscribe button as well as the little bell icon. That's going to notify you when I make a new video, so you stay up to date on all the latest happenings on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get right on into today's video. I truly and honestly felt that the last video I made about John Kuckian would be my last. I didn't think that we would be sitting here today addressing John Kuckian, but here we are, another video about John Kuckian. John has continued to engage in the same behavior from his past. So if we're going to talk about John, let's talk about him today. So before we get into his recent drama, I wanted to address his Snapchat from a few months ago. So here is the Snapchat that I'm referring to.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
John, what are you doing?
Now, a lot of different other channels and people got really concerned after they saw these Snapchats. They were wondering, was John going to kill himself? Was he going to inflict harm on himself in any way? And I do know that others were reaching out to different hospitals and were trying to see if John was okay, and we're also trying to locate him, because if they could locate where he is, then maybe they can go and send out emergency services for him if he was actually indeed in a very dark place in his life. But when he was holding this knife, you could hear someone else's voice. Now, it hasn't been established who this other person was, but there was someone who you could audibly hear that was talking to John while he was making this Snapchat. Now, in my past, I was very depressed. I was suicidal at many different times in my life, but I never actually got out my Snapchat. I didn't have Snapchat back in the days when I was in high school or anything like that, but I never thought like, oh, let me film this, let me put this on the internet. I'm sure if any of you guys have even been in that place before, you know, you don't think about taking out your phone or tweeting or Instagramming about it. If you are truly feeling like you are at the end of your life, and you have a plan to carry that out. John had a knife. He could have hurt himself in a very serious way. You don't necessarily go on Snapchat. But on the other hand, I see if you do go on Snapchat, this may be a way of your cry out for help, where you're trying to get other people to take notice if you really truly do feel alone. But then it appeared that the very next day, he was on Instagram answering questions, doing a Q&A about his makeup line. And many different people have come to say that they feel like this was just a way for John to continue his attention-seeking behavior. It just really rubbed me the wrong way, because there are people who really are struggling with those type of thoughts and who do need help. It was just very inappropriate to me. So this leads us into February. In February, John posted on the Kuckian Cosmetics website that the Kuckian Foundation, his charitable organization, is going to be going to South India to help children. So this is the post that was on the website about it. The work begins. Kuckian sends a team member to South India in late February to meet with the council of a school in a deprived area. So John, are you doing anything with the Kuckian Foundation in alignment to your mission statement? The Kuckian Foundation aims to deliver healthcare, education, clean water, nutrition, and more to small communities around the globe. We approach issues with a scientific perspective, focused on anthropology as a means to make educated decisions for the best outcome. The Kuckian Foundation is in its early stages, and all progress will be shared as it comes. Or was it just a paragraph you wrote up for your website to try to give an illusion that you have a charitable organization? I can very easily come up with the Mango Foundation, start a Wix website, write a paragraph or two about all the charitable things I'm doing in society, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I have a charitable organization. Now also remember that there was a point, John, that you said that proceeds of Kuckian Cosmetics were going to the Kuckian Foundation. Then that all changed and was actually proceeds from the Kuckian publication that's going to be going to the Kuckian Foundation. 100% of the profits generated from sales of the Kuckian publication are donated to the Kuckian Foundation. But as you've seen in my prior videos on you, there wasn't any registration of a charity under John Kuckian or Kuckian Foundation or Kuckian. So why do you claim to have a charitable organization that doesn't really exist? Now, let's look at this from the consumer point of view. You're a consumer and you're purchasing something from John Kuckian, or not even purchasing something. You may even make a straight donation, because I'm sure that's coming in the future, where John's going to solicit donations. It hasn't happened yet, but could we really put it past someone like John? And you think that your money's maybe going to a trip towards South India to helping children, or giving water or food to people who are hungry or impoverished. But is that just going to line his pockets? Now remember, there was an alleged charity scam that got John kicked out of his university. So this isn't the first time that John's done some type of charity scam or tried to run some type of charitable organization. To me, someone who does this, who falsifies that they have a charitable organization, is just as bad as saying that you have cancer when you don't, or doing something that is just like the lowest of low. If you're trying to convince people that you have a charity just to make yourself look better or to line your own pockets, that really does to me show the true character of someone like John Kuckian. Now also think of this. If John did go to South India or wherever he wants to go in order to do charitable acts for the Kuckian Foundation, don't you think a YouTuber such as John would be filming that? Not to exploit children or anything like that, but even just to take photos or to show the good work that he's doing. Because if you're alleging you have a charitable foundation, or that proceeds are going to a charitable organization that you run, you would think that there'd be some type of proof that you actually have this charitable organization, that it's running and operating, but it doesn't actually seem like that's the case. To me, I just feel like this charitable organization is just a sham. It's another one of these things that John does in order to seem like he's doing amazing works, that he has a charity, that he has an international makeup company that's really made in China, bitch, and it's really all just an illusion for John's own ego. So, speaking of Kuckian Cosmetics, let's take a look at one of John's Snapchat where he shows a gift from his cosmetics lab.
Look how sweet this is, okay? In the midst of the samples, they've sent me this decoration, which I thought was so adorable. That's so kind.
Bitch. He got a Chinese paper oriental cutout allegedly from his lab that's in Europe.
Why would a lab in Europe send him a Chinese Oriental paper cutout?
I'm not from Europe, I've never been to Europe, and I don't own a cosmetics lab in Europe. But I wouldn't go sending my client a Chinese or Oriental paper cutout. It just doesn't fit with their culture, and a cosmetics lab sending a Chinese fan, it just makes absolutely no sense to me. Of course it doesn't, because as we've uncovered, his cosmetics
Are made in China, bitch.
Alibaba.com, never forget. I don't know why John is trying to convince people that he has these luxurious cosmetics when really they're made in China. Now, not everything in China is bad. I'm not trying to hate on China, but just be honest. That's the point that I'm trying to bring across. Just be honest on where you manufacture your products, or if they're private labeled. I would say most people on YouTube don't have the finances to be able to come out with their own cosmetics line unless it's private labeled or they work and partner with a company, for example. I don't know why he's trying to pretend that these cosmetics are made in these luxurious European labs when they're really just made in China, bitch. So to me, I just thought that fan was very interesting as a gift to receive from your European lab when we all know made in China, bitch. And John, are we just going to ignore all the different people who say they've been harmed by your cosmetics? Here are a couple other vloggers on YouTube who have claimed to have been injured by Kuckian cosmetics.
Has all these little bumps and it's really hurting. And my lips were fine before this. I really don't know, but $30 on something that burns my lips? No. It's really tingling and it's really hurting, and I just want to get this video over and done with.
Nothing has ever made my eyes swell and feel like they're burning on fire. It literally feels like I took a jalapeno and rubbed it in my eye. Can you see how disgusting and terrible they look?
Now John, if you're watching this, I would very much take it seriously if people are saying they're being harmed by your cosmetics. I know that you feel that you're protected because you're in the UK and a lot of different people who are buying these cosmetics are in the US, and it's very hard to sue someone internationally.
Mr. Kuckian lives in a foreign country. So in order to sue someone that lives in a foreign country, you have to go through whatever the legal process is for international law. With most countries, and particularly Western European countries such as the United Kingdom, typically you would effectuate service of process, in other words, how you sue someone, through something called the Hague Convention. The Hague is the administrative capital of Holland. Right. And they made all these rules about how to sue people in a foreign country. And if both the United States and the other country that you're trying to sue the person in is a signatory to that agreement, then you have to go by these specific procedures of how to sue someone in a foreign country. So that's really difficult and takes an area of specialized expertise.
A lot of different people have addressed how difficult it is to go after and sue someone who's in a different country. And I almost think he knows that he could hide in a way and he doesn't have to own up to his products being potentially dangerous. I wouldn't be able to morally be able to put out products and keep products out on the market that are causing rashes, irritations, lip and eye swelling, all these different things that people are alleging with his products. I think that John should really take it seriously and say, these ingredients may actually be causing injuries to people, and maybe I should have a heart and take these products off the market until I reformulate or hire another lab or a private label or go on Alibaba.com and find another manufacturer to stick my label on some more dangerous cosmetics. I just think that John really needs to take this more seriously than he has been. Then John goes and claims that one of his affiliates made $4,000 in 4 weeks selling Kuckian cosmetics. Now, I went on the Kuckian Cosmetics, and apparently his affiliate program is closed. Our affiliates program is currently full. When spaces open, we will announce them here. So, I don't know how this girl is an affiliate. Maybe she has a promo code. I know 1 or 2 different people on Instagram do have a promo code for Kuckian Cosmetics, but $4,000? Now, you would think maybe most normal affiliate programs would give you maybe 5%, maybe 10% at the very highest if you're like a very indie brand and you're really trying to sell your products and get people motivated to sell. But at that rate, then John is claiming that he brought in about $40,000 to $80,000 in sales in order for that girl to make $4,000 in commission. $40,000 to $80,000?
I want to see the receipts, John Kuckian.
Show Daddy the receipts, because I don't believe you and no one else believes you that you sold $40,000 to $80,000 in cosmetics. It just doesn't seem possible for him. If John was doing, say, $40,000 to $80,000 just with that girl alone, you would think there would be a ton of reviews, Instagram posts, there would be people on Twitter, YouTube, all over the place talking about Kuckian cosmetics. I've only seen a handful of people who've solely reviewed it because of the controversy and paid their own money for the product to review it on their channel, and maybe one or two Instagrammers do have a code, but I don't think that John actually sold anywhere close to this number, because we would see other consumers coming forward, just like with Jeffree Star Cosmetics, just like when Jeffree's releasing something. There is a swarm of people posting like their order receipts, posting reviews and swatches and videos and photos and looks and tutorials, all using his product. There was never that much hype about Kuckian cosmetics, and the only hype is because other people have come out and exposed it as being a made in China bitch product, so it's gotten controversy. And then yes, several people did do reviews and talk about the products and ended up injuring a lot of different people, or it was clumpy, or there's many different negative things about Kuckian cosmetics. But to me, for him to claim that someone made a $4,000 commission selling his makeup, I think is just going to show you, again, more of the delusion of John feeling like he has this huge cosmetics company when, again, it's just cookie crap. Now, let's look at what happened with John this week that got him into a lot of hot water. In the last week or two, beauty gurus were reviewing KKW Beauty, and a lot of them were giving negative reviews. So, as we see on YouTube, a lot of different compilation videos will come out, such as beauty gurus dragging KKW Beauty for 5 minutes straight, for example. Or when a collaboration comes out, Jeffree Star dragging Tana Mongeau for 5 minutes straight. You guys are familiar with those type of videos. So there is a popular YouTuber called Mitchell Wiggs, and he released this video about KKW Beauty. Again, it was one of these compilation videos with several different beauty gurus slamming KKW Beauty. So, the same exact video popped up on John Kuckian's channel. He cropped the frame to take out Mitchell's watermark. Then he added a Kuckian watermark, and he copied the exact same video and posted it on his channel as his own. Why did John think it was okay to steal this video? And did he really think no one was going to notice? So Mitchell Wiggs posted a video. I'll link it down below and play a small little clip in here for you guys where Mitchell compared his video to John's video.
Nice and like perfect.
And there's a lot of people online that were like, Jeffree, this looks like Kylie's beach palette.
Yeah, I'm not quite sold on this.
Now, how does it work if John had that video monetized? I'm not sure if he did, but John stole that video and then he would be making AdSense money on it. Again, I'm not sure if it was actually monetized during the time it was up, because John got so much heat and attention about this online that he took the video off the internet. It just seems like to me, when you think John hit his lowest point of being shady, he just hits another lower point, and he hits below the belt again and again and again, and he just doesn't learn his lesson. I feel like if John was just very straightforward with his audience and his viewers, if he said his makeup was made in China, bitch, if he was honest about the ingredients, where it's from, and all of that sort of stuff, if he was honest about his charitable organization, if he apologized to Peter Mon for calling Peter Mon a pedo, if he just came clean, sat down on camera, and admitted all of his faults, I think that there may be a redemption of sort for him. I don't think that a lot of us would go back to watching his channel, for example, but I think that at least for his future, and at least for his karma, and just for being a good person, John should just come forward and apologize for all these different things. He thinks that he can get away with it. Did he really think he could steal a video? Did he think that we wouldn't find out that his cosmetics were manufactured in China? Did he just think that we were just all so dumb that we wouldn't investigate and find all this stuff out? After he was involved with all these different scandals, and once he actually started coming back to YouTube, he started posting videos and he had a bag on his head, and his behavior became really erratic. I don't know if John is doing this all for attention, if he thinks he has to do very shady things in order to stay in the YouTube limelight. I'm not really sure, but I do know he must be feeling the effects of his subscriber loss. Let's take a look at his recent social blade. John is still losing subscribers to this day. He's had beauty gurus and other people speaking out against him. Allegedly, I'm not sure if this was true or not, but Jeffree Star was allegedly offering Peter Mon money in order to sue John Kuckian or fund his lawsuit against John, which is, again, an international lawsuit. Takes a lot of money and resources, which Jeffree does have. So I'm hoping, I don't know any inside scoop on this or not, but hopefully Peter Mon may be doing something with that. I don't know, but that would be good if someone actually taught John a lesson. Because I don't think, unless YouTube steps in and takes down his channel, that John would stop posting or making videos or doing what he's doing. He has 2 strikes on his channel, so he's really close to being at that point where his channel could be shut down. I just don't get the double standard where a YouTuber such as Shane Dawson could be alleged as a pedo, and the person who alleged that gets their YouTube channel taken down. But Kuckian alleging Peter Mon is a pedo, and John's channel still up. Why would YouTube not go after both types of people in the same way? Shut down both of their channel, or just a standard way to address these type of situations when they come up. I don't know if John's ever going to leave YouTube. I don't think on his own accord he will, but if he continues to act shady, I will continue to call him out. And I hope that one day YouTube does take down his channel or issues him a warning, or something happens where he's no longer able to take advantage of people, take their money, whether it's launch parties that he's had that actually don't actually carry through, having a venue and taking money from people, or cosmetics and taking money from people and selling them dangerous cosmetics. There's so much that he does. If you guys are new to my channel for some reason, I've made many videos about John. Go down to my channel. You can see all the different videos from a couple months ago that I did on John. But to this day, it is April 20th and John is still doing shady things. So I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about this, all down in the comment section down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button as well as that little bell icon. That's going to notify you when I make a new video. I'm going to be working on posting daily videos exposing YouTubers, talking about the beauty community. So if you guys want to stay up to date on all of that and support me, please make sure you're clicking on that subscribe button at Steven Mango on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.